2019 Toyota CHR South Africa price, 2019 Toyota CHR price in India, 2019 Toyota CHR release date, new cars by. Welcome to our car blog. This time we will be share information about the latest cars is coming Toyota brand. The title of an article we take is 2019 Toyota CHR South Africa price, 2019 Toyota CHR price in India, 2019 Toyota CHR release date, new cars by. We will be try discuss details about this car, ranging from reviews, concept, redesign, rumors, exterior, interior, specs, changes, engine, colors, pictures, release date and also prices. Congratulations to read and we hope you enjoy it and then we'll come back again here. 2019 Toyota CHR South Africa price, 2019 Toyota CHR price in India, 2019 Toyota CHR release date, new cars by. The 2019 Toyota CHR compact crossover is about looks. All about looks. On looks alone, the 2019 Toyota CHR is a breath of fresh air for small crossovers. Or maybe after looking at one, you need fresh air? We can't tell. It's all about the look, and we freely admit that it won't be for most folks. We like that. What we don't like is an underpowered engine hauling a surprising amount of mass and cramped rear quarters. Beauty is pain and the 2019 CHR lands at a 5.5 overall. This year, the news is new LE and limited trims to bookend the XLE trim that was available last year. The CHR LE is more intriguing here. It costs roughly $1,300 less than last year's base trim and includes the same touchscreen and active safety that the other levels have. The limited trim adds leather and other upmarket touches for nearly $30,000 to start. The CHR trades on its looks, which will appeal to some. The funky intersecting and stylish shapes are deceptively hiding a relatively big crossover, but they write a check that passengers will have to cash. More on that in a second. Under the hood, the CHR is powered by an overworked inline-4 that shuttles 144 horsepower through a continuously variable automatic transmission, CVT, and front-wheel drive only. Any pretense of off-roading should end at the CHR's low-slung jowls. The small engine is tasked with moving more than 3,300 pounds with people aboard efficiently, and it returns up to 29 mpg combined. The front seats are reasonably spacious, but at the cost of rear seat passengers. Toyota quotes just over 31 inches of rear seat legroom, which is compact, but it gets shorter with taller passengers aboard. Keep the CHR as a two-seat affair and it's comfortable and can accommodate more than 32 cubic feet of cargo with the rear seats folded down. The good news this year is a new base version that rings the bell at just under $22,000 and includes an 8.0-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay compatibility, standard automatic emergency braking, Bluetooth and USB connectivity, 17-inch wheels, and cloth upholstery. That's relatively good value among competitors, and may look better to some first-time shoppers than the sheet metal. Styling. The 2019 Toyota CHR small crossover has style to spare. The 2019 Toyota CHR has style, which is more than many crossovers can say these days. Whether you like the CHR style is another question. We give the CHR 2 points above effort for the high degree of difficulty to dive into the deep end. It gets a 7. Picking up where the Nissan Juke left off, the CHR is a smattering of kinks, curves, kickbacks, and curls rolled into one. It's a clever design for what would otherwise be a 5-door hatchback. Boil it down to the essence and it's the same rising window line, sloped roof line that others have somehow made boring already. The CHR Toyota says it means coupe. High riding is visually smaller than its measurements. It's wider and taller than the Yaris, but hides it in all the right places. That's somewhat due to the lines that distract from the car's overall size. The headlights wrap tightly into the wheel wells, and the deep side stampings press into the skeletal shape. The busy rear end sticks out literally and figuratively with bracketed taillights that are equally expressive as the rest of the car. A contrast color roof is available for $500 more for extroverts with money to spend, but we're not convinced that it'll age well. EDS note, we could make the same larger point for the rest of the car, too. Inside, the car needs to pay back some of those shapes that the exterior mortgaged. The cockpit is fairly contained and sharp, but any other position that's not called the driver's seat can be dark and somewhat dull. That's doubly true for the back seats, which are compromised with an odd handle and feel very dark due to the chunky roof pillars. Performance. The 2019 Toyota CHR lacks power to be anything more than a tall-riding urban hatchback. Maybe you're not in a hurry? Maybe your commute begins in the bedroom and ends in the kitchen? Maybe the speed limit seems generous? Maybe we presume too much. We're firm in one assumption: you won't get the 2019 Toyota CHR going in a hurry. That's because the CHR's single powertrain doesn't motivate the crossover's mass with any urgency. All-wheel drive isn't available, mercifully, so it gets a 4 out of 10 for performance. The tail of the tape doesn't lie. The CHR relies on a 2.0-liter inline-4 that makes 144 horsepower and 139 pound-feet of torque to move 3,300 pounds. We estimate that the CHR accelerates up to 60 miles per hour from a stop somewhere between leisurely and eventually. The engine is teamed with a continuously variable automatic transmission, CVT, that helps keep the CHR efficient and likely geared toward around-town jaunts. Think stoplight to stoplight stuff. The CVT does its best to stay out of the way, which is a good thing. Dial it into sport mode and the CVT steps through simulated gears for a jazzy character. We appreciate the effort. The better news comes from the CHR's handling and steering, which is good for a small car that starts around $20,000. Toyota gifted the CHR front struts with Sachs dampers and a beefy front stabilizer bar, and an independent rear suspension with double wishbones. The CHR skips the Econobox treatment of a rear twist beam and it pays off. The CHR can be fun to drive. Provided you stay on the pavement, of course. Stateside, the CHR skips all-wheel drive. EDS note, we're not sure adding weight would help much, anyway, and lacks the ground clearance to be anything other than an urban runabout. Unlike other Toyotas that are very light, the CHR's steering feels heavier and with more consequence, which we appreciate. Comfort and quality. The 2019 Toyota CHR is a looker, but comfort takes a backseat to style, and it's not very big back there. The 2019 Toyota CHR has all the attitude of a sporty ute with spunk. We just wished it developed the utility part a little more. Starting from an average score of 5, we ding it 1 for lack of backseat space. It gets a 4 out of 10 for comfort. The CHR rides atop a compact platform that it shares with other small Toyotas, including the Prius and Corolla, that measures 103.9 inches between the wheels. Unlike those cars, the CHR needs some of that real estate for its expressive shape, which includes awkward rear door handles and cutouts, that cuts into rear legroom. By the numbers, rear seat passengers get 31.7 inches of legroom, but tall front seat riders can significantly cut into that. The front seats are supportive but can feel thin, and sit lower than we'd expect from a tall riding hatchback. The rear seats sit higher, and have headroom for 6-footers, but feel dark due to the car's aggressive shape and small windows. One bright spot, we've noticed that car seats fit into the rear seats surprisingly well. The CHR offers 19.0 cubic feet of cargo room behind the second row that expands to 36.4 cubes, which is capacious for a small SUV. A small rear cutout somewhat spoils the utility of that space, something the new Toyota Corolla hatchback aces. Like a Tango, we see the CHR being best for 2 anymore, and it feels a little clumsy to us. Safety. The 2019 CHR's standard automatic emergency braking outshines small demerits in the Toyota safety scorecard. The 2019 Toyota CHR gets all the big safety stuff right. Federal and independent testers give the crossover good marks for crash safety, and Toyota bundles in a comprehensive set of advanced safety features. Details matter though. The IIHS isn't complimentary about the CHR's headlights, and there's a substantial rearward vision penalty for those out there looks. The CHR gets a 6 on our safety scale for now. A closer look at the crash safety numbers reveals a 5-star overall score, including 4 stars for front and rollover crash safety. The IIHS gave the CHR top good scores on all its tests, including the new passenger side small overlap crash test. The IIHS also rated the small Toyota's automatic emergency braking system as superior at avoiding forward crashes. The rest of the suite of advanced safety features on the CHR help, too. In addition to automatic braking, the CHR gets as standard forward collision warnings, active lane control, automatic high beams, and adaptive cruise control. Blind spot monitors are optional. Those blind spots are prodigious. The chunky looks eat into outward vision toward the rear and makes the blind spot monitors not only a good idea, but also somewhat mandatory. The other demerit? A poor rating for the CHR's headlights by the IIHS. Chin up, though. The CHR is equipped with 10 airbags, which is prolific for such a small hatchback. Features. A new 8.0-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay. The 2019 Toyota CHR has our attentions. The news this year for the Toyota CHR is a base LE trim level that makes the spunky Sprite more affordable for buyers. Starting at $21,990, the 2019 Toyota CHR LE is equipped with cloth upholstery, daytime running lights, 17-inch wheels, a suite of advanced safety features that we cover above, dual climate control, Bluetooth connectivity, and an 8.0-inch touchscreen for infotainment with Apple CarPlay compatibility. That's good for the money and worth a point above average on our scale. Another point for the excellent touchscreen, and it gets a 7 out of 10. Features. A new 8.0-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay. The 2019 Toyota CHR has our attentions. The news this year for the Toyota CHR is a base LE trim level that makes the spunky Sprite more affordable for buyers. Starting at $21,990, the 2019 Toyota CHR LE is equipped with cloth upholstery, daytime running lights, 17-inch wheels, a suite of advanced safety features that we cover above, dual climate control, Bluetooth connectivity, and an 8.0-inch touchscreen for infotainment with Apple CarPlay compatibility. That's good for the money and worth a point above average on our scale. Another point for the excellent touchscreen, and it gets a 7 out of 10. We have our reservations about the base infotainment system. It's not especially intuitive compared to its rivals. The good news this year is newfound Apple CarPlay compatibility that supplements the system with a popular smartphone interface that handles most daily tasks. The bad news is that there is no Android Auto compatibility for that infotainment system. Sorry, Android fans. The worst news is that without springing for Toyota's optional navigation system, Android users may be stuck with Scout GPS, a smartphone-based navigation supplement that is lousy. Fuel economy. The 2019 CHR pays a price for the funky looks in fuel economy, too. Despite its small size, the 2019 Toyota CHR's relatively heavy body means that it's only average for fuel economy. The EPA rates the 2019 CHR at 27 mpg city, 31 highway, 29 combined. That's good enough for a 5 out of 10 on our scale. Other competitors do better. Front-wheel drive versions of the 2019 Mazda CX-3 and 2019 Honda HR-V are rated at 30 mpg combined or better. The Nissan Kicks leads much of the bunch at 33 mpg combined, and hybrids such as the Kia Niro or Hyundai Ioniq go further. Thanks.